Hey there, YouTube. So, I was tagged by ADDMeetsInsomnia to do this book tag thing. And if you guys don't know who she is, you should also really go check her out. She does a wide variety of videos. Like, you will not get bored of her content, that's for sure. She has some educational, some funny, some satire. It's really a good mix. And so I decided to share a few books that I have in my collection. And it's like barely, I'd say, a tenth of the total amount of books I have, as you can see. Let me see if I can see that. Yeah. And there are plenty more in my room right now. So I have a lot of books, but I decided to share just a few that I have. Now, one thing that you'll notice is that a lot of these are either part of series, which I like, or they're all cookbooks, because one of my hobbies is cooking. And apparently in society, just a little off topic, but in society apparently guys aren't supposed to belong in the kitchen. And I just say, well, screw you. If you think I'm gay just because I like cooking, then, well, that's nice. But at any rate, onto the books. So, the first one up is... no surprises there, people. I honestly really like Harry Potter. I don't think it's overhyped because it really does show some themes and some morals that everyone needs to hear. And everyone needs to know about. And I thought J.K. Rowling really did think out some parts of the book very well. And I'm trying not to spoil it, by the way, but for example, the character Snape. I really liked how she tied Snape's character back into the story and how he turned out. So, I like Harry Potter. And I was a twisted little kid, like many. So, instead of reading all of the happy-go-lucky books, I asked my parents to get me these. The Series of Unfortunate Events. And sure, it's really unrealistic at times, but I think it is important for kids to know about, tragedy. And the world is just not that happy place that you think it is. Mature themes are best learned at an early age, I find. And we really shouldn't censor our kids from these things anyways. And next up, Dan Brown. The prize is there. I really like Dan Brown's stuff. And The Lost Symbol is probably my favorite one. Or maybe Angels and Demons, I'm not sure. Da Vinci Code was so-so, though. And next up is the Wicked series, which wasn't too bad. I liked it. And next is Robert Sawyer's series, which talks about a girl who communicates with this this entity that is bound in the internet. It's called WebMind, and it's really interesting because you see how humans can interact with non-humans, and how this whole idea of machines being portrayed as enemies and machines will take over us is really kind of spun around. And in this book especially, the machines seem to be the victim, which I find really interesting. And unfortunately I lost my copy of Richard Dawkins' The God Delusion, but here's another book that was by another very good author. It's What is God by Jacob Needleman. Also a very good book. Similar to The God Delusion in some ways. Next up is Extreme Cuisine. This book kept me entertained for a while, let's just say. And next up, hold on here, is my kitchen Bible, the Super Recipe Collection. And one of my favorite cookbooks, Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Heaven. And no, I don't watch Gordon Ramsay just because it's funny to watch him swear his ass off. I actually think he does make pretty decent food. I've tried quite a few of the recipes in that book, and they turned out pretty good. So, next is the Mockingjay series. I personally like this series because I think it deserves more hype than Twilight. Yeah, here, which, to be honest, I only bought to read because it wouldn't be very nice of me if I bought it and criticized it and I never actually read it. But anyways, the Mockingjay series is very well written, I find, and it's pretty clever too because it really delves into several themes like, well, what does it mean to be human? The roles we play in society. And this is actually supposed to be a kid's book, and it talks about murder and conspiracy and war and espionage. It's really quite interesting. I doubt this will be made into a movie anytime soon because if any of you have read this series or any book in this series, it talks a lot about kids killing each other in sometimes the most bloody ways. But I find it a very interesting series. So anyways, since I really have no clue who to tag, since I don't know that many people here on YouTube, I'll say whoever watches this, you're automatically tagged. So, thanks for watching and may the truth always be heard. Bye-bye.